What is up, guys? Hold on here. Let's see how this looks. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this one real fast, right? Because I just got back from the gym. It's my kind of second or third day that I'm actually back lifting again. Shoulder or whatever is still messed up. I'm not even gonna get into that. Supposedly it was a pinched nerve, so it's not a pinched nerve. Apparently I just have a muscle that has just been spazzing constantly for so long that it is making the curve that is naturally supposed to be in my neck reverse, right? So it's straightening. So if you're supposed to be curved, right, it's doing that. That's how hard that muscle is pulling back, and it's causing those sensations of a pinched nerve, but it's not really a pinched nerve. Okay, so basically, bro, what is going on? I hate this thing sometimes. I gotta set it up. All right, it is what it is. We're gonna rock out like this. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, I made some. First of all, this is the documentation of my trading journey. Don't take any of this as financial advice. It's not an indication for you to buy or sell anything. All right, again, this is just a documentation of my own personal trading journey. And we got hair everywhere. Like I said, the gym. We're gonna rock out. So what I did last Friday, I had talked to you guys before about options in Kodk. Like when it was, we have our leaps. Okay, 2027 leaps. If you don't know what leaps are, those were long-term equity, um, long-term equity anticipation positions, right? But it's options in the start. So basically, long term, I don't know what the minimum required is for that name. I just know that is a thing. I try to add stuff of value in here so people can understand what I'm talking about, and also, maybe you learn something and you're like, oh, maybe you hear it someday. And you're like, oh, I know what that is, and you want to, I don't know, key in on it. I don't know. But we had 2027 call options in Kodk, okay? And Kodk was one of my plays from long term. I told you I trade off of intuition and I trade off of chart patterns, but mainly it is intuition, okay? So that's when I tell you that the stuff that I do, it's not even me doing it, it's somebody else through me, right? And that is how I operate. So, anyway, Wulf, oh no, let's finish Kodk. So, about a couple months back, Kodk made a move to around $9 or $8, I believe, from where it was, but we started messing with this thing around $4 to $6. Okay, it's now at $11.50. So when it had first spiked to like $9 or $8, I took those call options. Those not all of them, some of them, majority of them. Like I said, I still own the 2027's $10 strikes, right? Some of them. So what I did was I opened up some more for if it broke to, what was it? Yeah, it was $10 again also at that point in time, but the strike price was actually up until April of this month on the 17th. Okay, so anyway, last Friday it booms up to $11. I sell some of those, keep a little bit, still have a little bit right now. It's chilling at $11.50. Cool. What I did was with some of that, of course, I went and gambled on April 17th of the Kodk also for 17.5s. Okay, they were $15 over a contract, so I bought like a handful of those. I was like, why not? I'm okay with that going to zero. But, the chart pattern looks nice. The thing's up like 10-15%, and there's no news. So I'm like, must be something going on. Just had one of those senses. Like I said, that's how I trade. Now, granted, what else did we do? We did go and we bought more. I want to say if I bought 15s or 17 strikes of Kodk for 2027 again. And then also had cash sitting on the side that I didn't know what to do with. So today, that's why I made this video. What I went and I bought Wulf. You see Wulf. Wulf was trading at $18, like 20-30 cents, I think, or 18.08, 18.10, $18 range, right? Near its 52-week high. Basically just means it's trading at the highest level it's been for a very long time. Not a very long time. I want to say like at least three months. So it's retesting back where it was. It looks like it's about to boom. Okay. Now when you look at Wulf's charts, the places where it stops at, you really don't even have like a stop until around $45, right? But if you're gonna be weird about it, they got one at like 23 to 25, 50 range, 22 to $25 range. Okay, it's chilling at $18 now. So what I did today is I bought options for June. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to tell you. I might. And now I gotta make a video later on throughout this week. Golly, because I don't remember the expiration date. I think I got the expiration date for those Wulf ones. I think it's sometime this year, but it's like not for a while. Anyway, the strike price was $18 because I like how it looks. It's probably gonna boom, right? So that, and then what I also wanted to tell you is Crcl. Now listen, I keep on telling. I got 5%. Gotta hurry. So I keep on telling you, Crcl is a $500 stock, right? It's a $500 stock. It's at $95. Yeah, I understand that, but it used to be $45, right? Not even maybe a month and a half ago. Okay, when this stablecoin stuff, people don't see it yet because it's not out. But when it goes, it's gonna go. When they start using stuff, it's gonna start using. And the reason why it hasn't went, you have these people arguing about this bill in office. Like every week, they keep talking about this bill is gonna be done, but it's not done yet. So what's going on here? Normally, if they have a bill like that, if they weren't gonna get things done, they would vote on it. They'd vote against it, and then boom, they're just basically back to the drawing board. These guys keep on, oh, we're gonna agree on this, oh, we're gonna agree on that, and it's all about yield, so what they can charge. But what I'm trying to tell you, they're talking like, oh, we're trying to protect the little banks. Listen, out of all the businesses that I know, right, banks are the most cutthroat. Besides like modeling or like Hollywood or stuff like that, stuff where it's already weird, and those guys are already intertwined in that business anyway. The bankers, banks are cutthroat. They do not care. Most cutthroat business, they do not care about little tiny bank. Your local Ozarks bank or whatever state branch that you got. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They would rather have all your people come and mess with them. Okay, all this is right here. Again, this is allegedly, right? Don't mess with me. I think it's just manipulation. So they can either straighten up what they got going on, so they can go make better positions, but also something that you gotta understand. We people like me and you, right, or really me. I'll talk about myself. I don't day trade right now. Okay, I buy something, I wait, long term investor, or I swing trade. Right, this is a different story. All this up and down, all this sideways trading, these guys make a killing in this area. Okay, they make money like 9 ways till Sunday, 1,000 ways till Sunday, however that saying goes. That is them. Okay, they're making oodles and oodles and oodles of dollars. Okay, oodles and oodles of dollars just by doing this little game right here. So know that. Okay. Is it gonna get done? I'm sure it will. Okay, I really don't see. You really think J.P. Morgan and Morgan Stanley and all these top banks are really so scared to pay a decent percentage to their people, like to regular people? Not even that, but you got to think about all these prestigious banks. Who banks with them now? Like, if there's a billionaire, where are the billionaires gonna go bank? You're gonna go bank for your state bank, or your local branch, or you're gonna go bank with J.P. Morgan, Morgan Stanley, BNY Mellon, or somebody like that? You're gonna bank with somebody like that, okay? They're not worried about little guys. They don't need them. Y'all need the little banks need y'all, okay? That's that for sure. So you think that these big boys are? They think that these guys are having a voice for the little banks? No. What they're doing is they're doing business, okay? And when it comes time, those little banks, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Little banks, we're innovate. That's just how it's gonna be. Fast forward again. There's options in there that I want to mess with for next year, June time frame. It's $95. It's $95 right now, right? Strike price I'm looking at is like 110, 115. The price of those is like $4,000 per option. I get it. Some people are like, oh, that's how. If that thing does what I think it's gonna do, right? That 3 grand is turning into 40 grand. Okay, I like that play. Now, am I in it yet? No. I want to wait. What am I waiting on? I don't know, because you got to understand it's hard for me to chart something like Crcl because it's only been out for so long. So it really doesn't have, like, I see it has a 200 MA now. A 200 MA is just 200-day moving average, the average price that it's supposed to be at. Normally, if you're trading above that line, that's kind of when you want to go in and go long. If it's trading below that line, that's when you want to come in and go short. Okay? It's just a momentum indicator of which way the market is going. That's it. That's all you need to know. Do I want to? Oh, I want to touch it, but I don't want to. I'm gonna wait. Something's telling me to wait, so I'm gonna wait. All right, and see how this stuff plays out. Okay, so I gave you my update on those things. Kanye coin, listen, just wait. Okay, he had his show. The main thing was I wanted him to drop his thing. He dropped his thing. He wanted to have a show. The show ends up good. People like his music. Cool. All that other stuff getting canceled. Nobody cares. Okay, I guarantee you, he really doesn't care. Nobody cares. The only thing it's gonna do is make more people listen to that. Okay, don't care. Now, what do I think? I'm not going to tell you what I think, but I will say that his last show is in August. This sounds like a long time. You want to complain like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. The last time anything in his boom was in August on the 19th. I remember because it was a couple days after my birthday. And I remember because right when I was looking at it, everybody was like, that thing's not going to move just by you looking at it. And right at that moment, that bad boy went crazy. So, I don't know if it's going to be that time specifically. I can't assure you that something is going to happen, but what do I feel? I feel like something is going to happen with that stuff. I feel like something's going to happen with a lot of these, mainly the memes I talked about, BWT. Baron William Trump's coin, right? Vine coin. I still like those. Now, what am I thinking? I think that a lot of these crypto projects need or are waiting for that bill to happen, or the market just to look at a better spot to launch a project. But I feel like they're waiting on those rules to do business. Like a lot of these places are. Like if you're paying attention to the price, fine, but you're missing the whole story. The whole story will tell you what's going to happen with that stuff. Okay, you're thinking, oh, they're gonna pass it. I don't know. If they don't pass it, everything's bad. So why are these guys still moving like it's already passed? That's why you gotta focus on other stuff that's not like that. Okay. Um, Again, everything the way I trade is not me doing that stuff. Okay, it is me, but it's me listening to a higher version of me. Okay, it's not just me alone. All right, things do things through me, and that's just how it goes. Right. That's how I trade here. Okay, so I gave you a little update in there. Kodk, that play. Told you what I liked. Nothing else I touched. Levi, it's up 12%. We're back again. We were at 24, knocking on the door of our leaps at $25 calls. And these are ones I averaged up in, I'm pretty sure, because I've ever had 18s at one point. But either way, thought it looked weird for a little bit. It just went straight down from 25 to around 18, 19 bucks, up 12%. After hours, they had their earnings. It looks real good. Duh. Levi's really good business model. If you look at it, they just make a lot of money. They do. Like if you look at their stock is insane compared to everything else and they pay a dividend. Not that great, but they pay a dividend. But either way, we're back on track with that. Okay, so everything again, like always, looking up, looking good. Not even surprised at this point. I'm pretty much just used to it. And now that I've been doing this long enough, I feel like I have like a trusting basis with most of you here to where, I can pretty much say and talk about the stuff that I really want to say and talk about within these boundaries. And basically, there's some respect on that. There's got to be some respect on that name by now. Like, I can't. What else you want me to do? Okay, there's nothing else I got to do. Sorry. Or maybe there is, and you just got to wait to see. All right, so deuces. Peace out.